Greetings, Masters. Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be talking about the US presidential elections and its impact on the rest of the world. The United States is more than just a country. It's a global powerhouse. What happens in Washington doesn't stay in Washington. Every 4 years, as Americans cast their votes for president, the ripples of that decision are felt across the globe. In this video, we'll explore how US presidential elections impact the rest of the world, from diplomacy and global conflicts to economic markets and environmental policies. The United States holds immense influence on the world stage, and its president plays a key role in shaping global policies. From international trade to military alliances and climate action, the choices made by American voters can drastically change the course of global events. But why does the world care so much? Let's break it down. First, the US is home to the world's largest economy, the most powerful military, and holds significant sway in international organizations like the United Nations, the G7, and NATO. Any shift in leadership can signal a change in how America engages with the world. Whether it's trade deals, defense treaties, or global conflicts, what happens in the Oval Office has real-world consequences far beyond America's borders. U.S. foreign policy is one of the most direct ways elections impact other countries. Under different administrations, America's approach to diplomacy and military engagement can vary drastically. Take, for example, the Iran nuclear deal. One administration negotiated a peace agreement while the next withdrew, causing uncertainty in the Middle East and altering relations between world powers like China, Russia, and Europe. U.S. military engagements are another major factor. Decisions made by the U.S. president can lead to wars, peace treaties, or major troop withdrawals, shifting the balance of power in critical regions. American elections determine not just the next president, but the future of global diplomacy, and sometimes even war and peace. Now let's talk about the economy. When the U.S. votes for a new president, the entire world is watching to see how it might impact global markets. Trade agreements, tariffs, sanctions. These are all influenced by who sits in the Oval Office. For example, under President Trump, we saw escalating trade tensions with China, resulting in a trade war that sent shockwaves through global markets. If he returns to the Oval Office, President Trump has promised that the U.S. will become a tariff nation, with up to 100% and higher tariffs on China-made goods in particular being on the table. One of the biggest global concerns today is climate change, and the U.S. president's stance on environmental policy can shape the global response. Under President Trump, the U.S. withdrew from the Paris Climate Agreement, leaving a significant gap in global climate efforts. However, the U.S. re-entered the agreement under President Biden, signaling a renewed commitment to combating climate change. As one of the world's largest polluters, U.S. climate policies play a critical role in global environmental efforts. Other nations often align their policies with U.S. leadership, and international agreements can be strengthened or weakened depending on who's in power. But U.S. influence goes beyond just economics and politics. The cultural impact of American elections is felt through its soft power, media, pop culture, and public opinion. America's elections can inspire global movements or even change the way other countries view democracy. The 2020 election, for example, ignited debates worldwide about the strength of democracy, voter rights, political polarization, and the future of globalization. So, as Americans head to the polls, it's not just the future of the U.S. that hangs in the balance. The entire world feels the impact, whether it's through foreign policy, economic stability, climate action, or cultural influence. The U.S. presidential election has a profound ripple effect that reaches every corner of the globe. One thing is certain, when it comes to the U.S. presidential elections, the world is watching. Like, share, and comment with your thoughts on how U.S. elections have impacted your country. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more content on productivity, personal growth, and living your best life. Also, we recommend checking out our video on top 8 places to start your company. See you in the next video and keep growing.